Hey guys, how you all doing today? And today we're watching Hannibal Season 2, Episode 3. And in the last episode, Hannibal, once again, 25 million steps ahead of everybody. He solved the case of that guy from the, who's been taking these people, making them into models, and he solved the case. And you guys in the comments, you help me understand the show a bit more, and the whole god complex of Hannibal is so true. He doesn't see himself as just another killer or another whatever, he classifies himself. He sees him, but he sees himself but higher than that, doesn't he? And he doesn't care if you're a killer, an FBI agent. He thinks he's better than you, and he ultimately showed that in this, finishing off this masterpiece he created by putting the killer in the centerpiece. And Will knew this by looking at the photo, which made things more interesting. And the psychiatrist of Hannibal got the fuck out of Dodge. I don't blame her whatsoever. If I was there, I would have done it a long time ago. And she even said something to Will that's really interesting. I believe in you. I believe you. Something to that effect. And it made Will probably more confident in believing that Hannibal is the one. And yeah, we'll see where this goes. Will this be the last we see of her? I don't think so. It's a loose end, and I'm sure Hannibal will confront her again. Maybe if Hannibal gets caught, maybe she'll confront Hannibal in Baltimore State Hospital. But that's me assuming Hannibal gets caught in this show. I have no idea. I'm just assuming that because of Silence of the Lambs, Manhunter, by Brian Cox. I have no idea. And if you are interested, you can watch my full-length reaction to this episode and future episodes to come when I finish off this show. And yeah, it's all up to you. The choice is yours, my friends. And if you want to watch the full-length reactions to movies I've watched on this channel too, also check out my Patreon. And I did a poll on my Patreon, my Patreon homies. I'm trying to think of a good name to call them. I think Patreon homies is pretty good. For me, it's not bad. I'm not good with names, but that'll work for now. And I did a poll of what other shows I should react to. And what was on there was Ash's Evil Dead, Dexter, Gotham, Breaking Bad, and True Detective was on there too. And the results are Dexter. Dexter is next on the horizon for a TV show to react to. Now, I know it's about a serial killer, so it's pretty similar in vein to this in terms of tone, I guess. But anyway, expect a reaction to that down the line. But enough chit-chatting at my arsehole to watch Hannibal Season 2, Episode 3. Let's fucking do this, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, the electric chair. Green Mile style. The imagining execution, if he is found guilty. They're both at the same time.
The profile that he created of her father was so vivid that he couldn't escape it. And in an unconscious
That part's
state,
true.
he killed 4 more women.
That ain't true.
The human condition, and I would argue the smartest person in this room. He's capable of creating
I don't think Hannibal agrees with
psychological
that.
profile. Feel tormented by the work he did. Will Graham enjoyed the cover his role at the FBI gave him to commit his terrible crimes.
That's bullshit,
I don't
lady.
believe that to be true.
Exactly, my man. Come on, Jack.
Agent Crawford?
Will hated every second of the work. He hated it.
He did. Do you know what, Jack? Mad respect for that.
Put those checks and balances in place, then ignored them.
Yeah. Another ear. Whose ear is that?
I think I opened your mail.
Love how calm the lawyer was when he saw that. I'll be losing my mind if I saw that. But what Jack just did there paves the way for Will now to not be guilty in this case.
And now death has followed you home.
Yeah.
Come to
his
live in
wife.
the house.
That's been a while since we heard anything about that. Bella is our name. That's fucked up, dude.
Bella has... So I've been thinking about taking her to Italy where we met. We could. She could die there.
Full circle.
We know Will Graham didn't do it.
Oh, it surprised me.
It's Hannibal, isn't it?
Deliberate. It was choreographed to drop the ear at the beginning of Will's trial.
Such a gift has great significance.
A gift from who?
Will claims someone else committed the crimes he's accused of.
Hannibal. Yeah, you.
He said that person was you.
Freddie Lowndes. Oh dear, here she comes. I'm pretty sure she's having really nice things to say about Will. Look at what she's wearing. This bitch.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
She looked down as she said that. What does that tell you?
Father.
Did you ever discuss Will Graham with Abigail?
Oh yes.
Abigail
she
told
definitely
me she believed Will Graham wanted to kill her and cannibalize her like her father wanted to do. She was right. I should have listened to her.
Do you blame yourself for her death?
did. This bitch.
Remind me how many times you've been sued for libel?
6.
Over
Sorry?
10. 6.
6.
6 times.
And how many times did you settle?
6?
6.
That's brilliant.
Thank you. Nothing further.
The defense
She
called
does-
Dr. Alana Bloom.
She just got
believe Will's empathy
she just got
is all-
wrecked. She just got destroyed. Trap. It's a fucking trap. They were expecting you, Mr. Crawford. Or he was. Or Hannibal was. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. He was just admirer. It's Hannibal, isn't it? It has to be. Hannibal wants Will out of Baltimore Hospital. He misses Will, doesn't he?
He caught the other killers simply to prove he was smarter than all of them, too. Saving lives is just as arousing as ending them. He likes to play God.
You're on about Hannibal here, buddy, not Will. Okay. He's on about Hannibal. Oh, he's actually spot on as well to an extent. Like, he thinks he's smarter not only than the FBI, but also these other killers. He's actually on about Hannibal, but it's not Will. Oh, fuck.
I wanted to dispel your doubts once and for all.
About him.
That's about one.
Me. I want you to believe in the best of me. Just as I believe in the best of you.
Oh dear.
This crime offered us both reasonable doubt.
It offered us a distraction.
Exactly.
Maybe did his love go to waste?
I don't understand you, Hannibal. I don't understand you. Sometimes I think I do, then sometimes I'm way off.
If unconsciousness was the best play we had, now we have a better play. Needless to say, I won't be calling you to the witness stand.
Who's taking the stand in my place?
Hannibal. He wants Will out, man. He really does, even though he put him in there.
You don't blame him for that?
No. Will Graham is and will always be my friend.
Your witness.
Oh, bless him.
Dr.
Bless his little corn socks.
I'm ruling this defense inadmissible, Mr. Brower.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Really?
All previous testimony on the matter will be stricken from the record.
Fuck. Well, that backfired. Huh. There he is. He's just staring at that empty chair, isn't he? He misses Will so much. He's like, I want Will back here. It's kind of adorable in a weird, sick way. Where's his brain gone? Oh,
So it appears that the judge was murdered in his chambers,
his
and then he
brain,
was
his
hauled out
heart's
here
there.
to be put on display.
Oh, that's
Not only
nasty. Was that Hannibal
This
or was
judge
it the
is dead.
admirer?
It wa-
Hi. What does that mean?
What do you want?
I want to save you.
Oh, bless her. Lauren's a really likable character. You know, she's not the only character that hasn't, done anything that is really bad so far. I don't fucking know. Hopefully, she doesn't get eaten. Hopefully, she doesn't get eaten by Hannibal. Like, you could argue Jack pushed Will too far. Will has his moments. Hannibal certainly has his moments. Chilton, bleh, but Lana, she generally cares for Will, and she was devastated when she found out that all this evidence, and I actually hope she doesn't die in this show. I'll be very devastated if she is killed by Hannibal. If we see her ear in a couple episodes from now, I don't know. But yeah, that was episode 3 of season 2, and yeah, I love a good, court case movie. A Few Good Men. The one with Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson. There's more out there. Lie for comedic purposes, but my point is, I do love that kind of like those kind of movies too. So I didn't mind the court scenes in this. That took a huge part of this episode, and it was shot well. It was very intense. There was one part where the prosecutor is saying to everyone in the room that Will is the smartest psychopath or something like that, the most intelligent psychopath in this room or whatever. And you see a shot of Hannibal just smirking like, "No, he ain't. No, he ain't." And you got things like that. And Hannibal in this episode, he throws me off guard in every episode. I swear, like there's certain moments. For example, at the end of season 1, I got an idea what Hannibal was. I think I know what Hannibal was trying to do here. Now in episode 3, I'm I'm thrown off again. I'm like, so he is pursuing this idea of, hey, this admirer sends you a poem, for example, showing you love. This is the way to get out of the situation by showing it you're not guilty, you're not the killer, even though he's the one who put him there in the first place. Is it because he misses Will? Is that why? Is it because he realized he made a mistake? He shouldn't have done that, or did he had to put Will in that position in season 1 finale so he could be fine, so he could be cleared himself, and then he'll find a way to get him out of prison? Is that what it is? Because you guys are saying in the comments, he sees his goal with Will is beyond prison, is beyond the Baltimore State Hospital. So I wonder what his plan is. I really hope I get an idea eventually, because I am all over the place with Hannibal's motivation, his plan. But what Chilton said in his testimony perfectly explains Hannibal to an extent about how he wants to play God. But my confusion is what he's trying to do with Will. What was he trying to do with Will? Is it a psychological curiosity, or is it a really deep, pure friendship, or maybe more than that? What is it? Because sometimes I feel like it's a mixture of both, or it's strongly one side or strongly the other side. But what Chilton said about how he thinks he's better than these killers, he wants to, it's all vain, and there's not a word, there's not a term to describe Will, but in reality that should apply to Hannibal. There's nothing, an intelligent psychopath is an understatement for Hannibal. I think that's pretty fair to say, and yeah, I just don't. Like when we saw Hannibal react to the court case and reacting to the situation, it was priceless, because you got an idea what he's thinking, but he could be thinking something totally different. The same with Will. Like, he was very quiet, he was very emotionless during his time in there, and I was thinking to myself, what was he thinking? Is he disputing this? Does he feel like, hey, I might have done this, but I don't know. But yeah, and I have respect for Jack. I really do. I'm glad he went down the route of being honest and admitting I pushed Will too far, and I took the risk of trying to save people's lives instead of trying to make sure I didn't push Will too far to the point of he might have done this. And you get a feeling that Jack's starting to believe that Will is potentially innocent with this admirer. And I am torn here. So this admirer is not Hannibal, right? I don't know. Maybe he is Hannibal the entire time, but from what I've from what I could tell in that Will and Hannibal scene, Will pretty much says this is not the same killer, which basically means this is not you, Hannibal. Okay, this is someone else. And when Hannibal heard him say that, you could tell that really hurt him. Like he wanted him to feel like, hey, this. He wants him to get away from that idea that it's not Hannibal. He really wants to. He wants to have this friendship, which is adorable in a really sick way. And you could tell by his facial expressions he was emotional. But was that a way to manipulate Will? See, I'm going all over the place. I don't know what to. You know, I'm just torn with this show in terms of what it's trying to do and what is Hannibal trying to do. It's fantastic writing because it keeps you engaged. You don't know what's going on, and the only character I feel like I'm on board with, like from the beginning, was probably Alana, but I guess Jack now because he understands that Will is in a very unfortunate position and maybe he is innocent and there's someone out there, but yeah, um, this admirer knows the bailiff because the bailiff didn't seem too surprised, and he said the Will know us as friends. So what does that mean? I don't think he was friends with Hannibal, so maybe there's another copycat out there somewhere, and maybe we'll get a clarification who that is in the next couple of episodes, or it's just Hannibal being Hannibal. I have no idea. And the killing of the judge was really badass. I think that was Hannibal because the judge dismissed that new defense, made it admissible, and he took his heart and his brain out, and brainless and heartless. And but if you know Hannibal, you would have thought he would have took the brain and the heart, but he took the bullet as a trophy, and he shot the judge first, which falls in line of the admirer's form of killing these people. Hannibal is known to mutilate them first. This is a show that makes you think a lot, and I love it. It's very psychological, and it's very mysterious in many ways. And yeah, it was a good episode, very good episode. It wasn't as I say as impacting as maybe the season finale or the first episode back, but it's that really important episode. I believe this episode will be very important in setting up future episodes. And that scene when Freddie Lowndes gets shut the fuck down by that lawyer. How many times have you settled? 6 times. That was brilliant. And there's nothing she could have done then. It was brilliant. That was a brilliant scene. And that lawyer reminded me of Matthew McConaughey from Lincoln Lawyer. He just did, and in his swagger and how he was, and his kind of not heartless approach, but kind of on that spectrum of, hey, I don't care as long as it follows the legal system and as long as it is, gets you out of there. I don't care if innocence was not a word he liked to hear. And yeah, but that was my reaction to Hannibal season 2, episode 3. And yeah, I hope you guys. I can't speak today. I need to drink some more water. I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. And if you want to see my full-length reaction to this episode and future episodes in the future, and movie reactions too, and whatever, you can go on my Patreon where you can do that. And yeah, you can also have a chance to vote to see what I react to next. For example, I am reacting to Dexter next. I'll put that on a poll, and people have voted for Dexter to be next, so I'll be getting to that soon. And yeah, I'll be doing the same thing for future movie reactions, and eventually down the road another TV show, see what else is next as well. When I'm done with Hannibal, maybe, or when I'm done with Dexter, I don't know. But yeah, this has been a good episode, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.